Alright, so the first exercise we're going to do is squats. What you want to do to start is put your feet about shoulder width apart or slightly outside your shoulders. You also want to point your toes 90 degrees outward. Okay, third step is going to be to tighten your core. You're going to supinate and depress your scapula so everything up top stays nice and tight. Fourth step is going to be to brace yourself, squat, and as you come down from your squat, you want to break 90 degrees, okay? And now to get up, you're going to bring your hips underneath you and then squeeze your glutes at the top. So you bring your hips underneath and squeeze. So from here, squat, breaking 90, you bring your hips underneath you and squeeze at the top. All right, so we're gonna do 10 of those. Okay, so some common errors for squats is that the heels come off the ground. So as you're squatting, you don't want your heels to come off the ground. You want equal distribution of weight with your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. Some progression would be quarter squats. So you would come down, come up quarter way, down, and then full. So that would be progression. For regression, you would do seated squats. So you can start out seated and then just push up, squeezing and bringing the hips underneath you and squeezing. Okay, next exercise is going to be split squats. We're gonna start on the ground. Okay, we're gonna start on the ground. See too well. You're gonna have your knees, your front knee, straight with your shin. So your knee is not going above your toes. The other foot is gonna be staggered behind you. It's like you're taking a knee, right? You're gonna be on your toes on the back foot. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand straight up with balance and come straight up. So we're gonna do 10 of those, 10 on each leg. And when you come down, you don't wanna touch the floor, keep your balance. So you're just gonna come down and just hold about an inch above the ground, an inch or two, depending on how low you're able to go. All right. Switch legs. On the ground, get in position. Up. Ten. Okay, so some common errors with the split squat. The knee goes over the toe. If you're doing that, you can put a lot of strain on the back of your... For progression, you can do some pause split squats. So when you come down, you can hold for 2 seconds, and come back up. Some regression would be using like a chair or a wall to help you with balance. So if I was having trouble balancing I could use, let's say I'm using this box right here. I can use it for balance and support myself instead of tipping over. Okay. The third exercise we'll be going over is RDLs. So with an RDL, you're gonna start out by picking up the weight like you would deadlifting. So you pick up the weight like you would deadlifting, right? Keeping that weight close to your body. So you're picking it up, keeping the weight close to your body. So your feet should be about shoulder width or slightly outside your shoulders. Your knees are gonna be slightly bent. Yeah, your knees are gonna be slightly bent on this workout. What you're gonna do is your back is gonna be straight. You're gonna lower it by bending at your hips. So your knees are bent. Instead of just coming down, my back is straight and I'm hinging at the hips. Coming down, bending, and then to get up, you bring it up under your hips, you're squeezing your glutes at the top. So RDL should be doing. All right, so 1, so some common errors with the RDL is your back is not straight and it's rounded. If you have a rounded back, that can cause a lot of damage to your lower back. In order to progress this workout, you can use things such as chains and bands at the end of the barbell. So as you pull up, there's more tension as you get higher. All right. To regress, you can do single leg RDLs. So your leg will be out, be opposite hand, opposite leg. This leg will be out. You come down, squeeze up, same thing. Oops. Okay. Lastly, it's going to be floor glute bridges. So what we're gonna do, okay, we're gonna lay on our back with our knees up and our feet is gonna be close to our glutes. Okay, so I can bring back my legs or my feet as close as I can to my glutes. Your hands are going to be by your side. Palms are facing down if you want. Okay, so what you do is you're going to squeeze your glutes as you're thrusting your hip forward. So squeezing and thrusting your hip forward. So my glutes are squeezed, they're activated, down. So what you want to do when you're doing these is when you come up for the squeeze, you see how it's a straight line from my knees going down to my shoulders. It's a straight line. So every time you come up, you know you've extended enough when it's a straight line. All right, some ways, some common errors, not extending the hip all the way up, so you're not getting that straight line. To progress the workout, you can put weights on your hips as you extend forward, so there's more weight. To regress, you can have another partner stand above with the band around the individual's hip, and as they're coming up, the person can pull up with the band for support. All right, I forgot. Do these for 10. Mm.